So you just signed up for Taxaroo and you're ready to accelerate your tax practice. This demo will show you the end-to-end process on how to get started. And you'll see that we landed on the client's page first. There's a big green button to add your first client, and also a link beneath, which you can email or send to your clients directly. You'll add your clients directly when they come walking into your office. So let's go through that first. We'll just click the button and type in their name. In this case, Walker Texas Ranger came in. I'm going to add their email address, the year of the return they want to work on, and the type of the return that we're doing. And I'll go ahead and add that client. So you'll see a couple things happened. The first is that the client has been added to your client list, and it's going to show you their basic contact information as well as what type of job that you're working on with them. The second is that this number on the jobs queue increased. And what this is indicating is that you have a new client coming in that needs to be assigned. And I can go ahead and do that directly from the dashboard. So I'll go ahead and assign myself. Now, the other way to add clients is through your unique signup link. And I can find that at any time by going into Settings, Shareable Signup Link, and just copying it directly from here. And this link is extremely valuable because instead of having to add all of my client information myself, I can send an email to all my existing clients or all my new clients and tell them to follow the link and sign up directly on our platform. So now let's take the case where I've emailed this out to a client and let's show you what the client experience is. Okay, so let's say I just received my TaxPro's unique sign-up link and I click the button. So this is the page that I'm going to land on. You're going to notice that your branding's front and center, and it gives me a couple of pieces of data that I need to provide to sign up. And this can be really quick. So since my name is Remote Controller, I'm going to go ahead and sign up here. I'm going to provide some basic information. I'm going to create a password, and then I'm going to select which year and what type of return that we're going to be working on together. Once I've created an account, the next page that I'm going to land on is the Client Organizer. And this is where I'm going to start providing the basic information that you're going to need to prepare my return. All of these organizers are fully customizable by you. So you can change the types of questions that we have in here, and you can change them for each type of job engagement. Let's skip ahead a minute to when I filled out the form completely. And I've also uploaded some files. So now that I've gone through that process, I'm going to go ahead and submit. And this tells my tax pro that my return is ready to get started. Now that the client has provided their information, they're going to land on their homepage. And again, you're going to see that your firm's branding is front and center. We're also going to include every single tax year that you work with this client on, so they'll be able to easily access different years as they go. They'll see your picture, your name, your firm's name, and contact information, so you're always within touch. Below, you'll see what we call our Domino's Pizza Tracker, which tells you where you are in the process. So this is going to indicate any actions that I need to take, payments, signing the final return, etc. And it's also going to give me a client portal where I can upload documents by dragging and dropping or just taking a picture with my phone. And it's going to show me all the interview data that I just provided. Now I can review, and if I need to, I can go in and edit. Back on the Pro dashboard, we can see that Remote Controller signed up and has hit our jobs queue. The queue is a simple way to manage all incoming engagements and leads. And from here, we can go ahead and assign it out to the team and get started on that return. Notice that even though I've assigned this return to staff member 1, it's still in my jobs queue. And the reason is we want to ensure that there's a clean handoff. So this will remain in your queue until staff member 1 has gone ahead and accepted. Now that my incoming engagements have been assigned, I'm going to flip to the In Progress tab to see what I'm working on. And this is a single pane of glass listing every engagement I'm working on along with its status. The status fields to the right tell us the first one, if the organizer and documents have been submitted. The second column is if the invoice has been sent and paid. The third is if I have a reviewer set up, if they've approved or rejected the return. And the fourth is if the client's e-signed or approved the document. From here, I can see that Walker Texas Ranger hasn't yet submitted their information, so I don't really need to worry about them anymore. Whereas I can see that Remote Controller is ready to get started, and I can get started simply by clicking here. And the client homepage view is going to be very similar to what you saw as a client. You're going to have the status tracking bar at the top. You're also going to have a field to share notes for you and the team. And then below, you're going to have access to all the files they uploaded into the portal and all the client interview information that they provided. So let's say I'm going to go ahead and prepare that return. And once I'm done, I'm going to need to send an invoice. To do so is really quick. I select the Invoices tab, I create an invoice, I can go ahead and provide a description, a price, and I'm ready to send. Once sent, the status indicator is going to move to yellow, and the client is going to receive notification that they need to go ahead and pay. After I've sent the invoice, I probably also want to send a final document for review, and this can take multiple forms. So let me go ahead and add a couple documents. So I'm going to add the e-file authorization form, as well as a final tax return. And in this case, Taxaroo is going to pull in the name of my client along with their contact information, so I don't need to fill that out. And I'm going to go ahead and provide a description. Please review and sign. And I have two options. I can either send these documents without signatures, meaning a client's going to get notified, they just need to review and click approve. Or in this case, I probably want to add signature fields. And in which case I can just drag and drop signature and date and send for signatures. Similar to the invoice, I'm going to see a list of all the pending requests. Status indicators are going to change, and I'm going to be able to see this back on the dashboard as well. Now let's jump quickly to the analytics page. And we provide some interesting tax practice reporting out of the box. The first is going to be you can search by given dates and take a look at all the work that you have in progress, the number of engagements, the amount of money that's in progress, what's been completed, and see this graphed over a period of time. Separately, you can dive even further and look at this by individual team member. So you can start to see who's really busy, who you need to give more work to, and who needs to work a little bit harder. Finally, we have a firm review section. And what's really unique about Taxaroo is at the end of every single engagement, your clients are going to be prompted for a star rating as well as some feedback. And in a typical forum where this hits your Facebook page or Yelp, it can be disastrous when you get those one-star reviews. And by using Taxaroo's private feedback mechanism, you can dive deep into those bad reviews and really understand what went wrong and how you can improve. Even further, when your clients have a great experience working with you, you can ask them to share that on all of your social media pages. Taxaroo's custom job types are going to allow you to expand this beyond just taxes and allow you to put any type of engagement on Taxaroo. And I'll show you this by creating a simple bookkeeping job type. Now, I'm able to put in multiple types of sections, questions, really whatever I need to manage the engagement, it's up to me. And in this case, all I want is one simple text block saying, please provide any additional information, and then the job portal by default. So I'll go ahead, create that. I'll click save. We'll keep this job type live, and we're good to go. And that's our demo of Taxaroo. I hope I answered a number of your questions, and we look forward to seeing you on the platform this year.